Welcome, dear students. During this lockdown period, due to COVID-19, everything has come to a standstill. To stay safe, we have to stay at home. In such a situation, in order to move on, we have to resort to some new practices like online teaching methods. So, today onwards, the classes till the lockdown period is over will be through this platform. Moving on to the fourth module of Transportation Engineering 1, the first topic is about construction of flexible pavements. As you all know, flexible pavements are made up of four basic layers. They are subgrade, granular subbase, granular base course, bituminous pavement layers. So first let's move on to the construction of subgrade. The materials used for the construction of subgrade are selected soils such as muram, gravel, etc. These soils should have certain properties, like the soil should be non-expansive, it should have a liquid limit less than 50%, the plasticity index should also be less than 25%, and the dry density should not be less than 175 kg per meter cube. The construction procedure involved consists of spreading the selected soil over the natural subgrade using an instrument called blade grader. Then additional water required is sprayed over the layer so that the optimal moisture content is obtained. Then the water is uniformly mixed with the soil. After that, the soil layer is compacted by proof rolling. Moving on to the next construction layer, that is the granular subbase. The materials used are crushed stone, gravel, coarse sand, and muram soil. The properties required for these materials are the minimum proportion of fines passing through 0.075 mm sieve should be less than 10%, and the materials passing through 0.425 mm sieve should have a liquid limit less than 25%, a plasticity index less than 6%, and a CBR value of not less than 20%. The construction procedure is similar to the subgrade. The subbase material is spread over the subgrade using blade grader. Then the additional water required is sprayed so that the optimum moisture content is maintained. And the GSB layer, that is a granular subbase layer, is compacted using vibratory roller. Next, we move on to the construction of the granular base course. The general types of base course, which are generally there, are wet mix macadam, water-bound macadam, and other soil mixes. The generally used ones are the wet mix macadam and water-bound macadam. Wet mix macadam, which is in short called as WMM, contains well-graded hard crushed aggregates and required water, and they are mixed in a mixing plant. Water-bound macadam, which is shortly called as WBM, consists of crushed coarse aggregate with screenings, which are coarse aggregates of smaller size, and binding materials, which are concha nodules or limestone dust. The construction procedure is the base layer, if there is any depressions or potholes, are filled. Then any dust or loose materials are there, they're cleaned up. The coarse aggregate layer is laid and then spread. The layer is compacted by a 3-wheeled power roller. Then the dry screenings are applied to fill the interstices or the spaces. Water is sprinkled over the surface. Binding material is applied and water is sprinkled and then followed by rolling. The layer is then allowed to dry. So these are the procedures how the non-bituminous layers are laid. In the next lecture, we'll see how the bituminous layers are laid and the materials required for the same. Thank you.